there, my name's Daniel Kaiser, and we're here at Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. And today we're going to take you on a tour of our campus's most exciting buildings and analyze their construction. Let's go. Oh, hey Joe, how's it going?
Hey Daniel, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Everyone, this is my friend Joe. Joe, we're standing in front of B66. Tell us a bit about this building.
Well, Daniel, B66 is one of BYU's greatest buildings. And as you can see by coming up close to its structure here, what you got is you have structural wall elements that are made out of concrete. What they do is they'll throw these into place and they'll give the building a rigid support all around the outside of the building.
Cool.
Well, Daniel, why don't we go ahead on inside and we'll take a look at some of the structure. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right, let's go ahead. After you.
Thank you.
Yep. If you take a look, Daniel, up here, you have the one-way concrete joist system, which fits snugly along the outsides and interior supports of the building. Gives it a nice, solid structure to the building.
Joe, this doesn't look like B66. Where are we?
Well, Daniel, you see, we're in the Crabtree. And if you'll notice that in a lot of buildings, what they do with the structural columns is they go ahead and conceal them with different architectural elements. And we might take it for granted, but what a structural column is a basic building element that supports the weight, particularly the live loads and the dead loads of the rest of the building. Also upon which you lay beams, and then the joists can run across and rest on those beams.
Oh, I know, Joe, is that these are some pretty good looking columns.
It's true, Daniel.
I stand on my own and wonder.
And now, we're in one of my favorite spots on campus, the Wilkinson Student Center. And my good friend Joe, Joe? Oh, he must be a Chick-fil-A. But look here, here's my good friend Derek. Now Derek, tell us about these structural connectors here.
Oh, these connectors are called chevron cross bracing, and it's just to add structural rigidity to the building. They added them in when they did
the addition, right?
the addition. There we go. When they did the addition for seismic activity.
Cool! Welcome back, Joe. How was Chick-fil-A?
It was great, Daniel. If every building was as strong as my appetite for Chick-fil-A, we'd never have a building fall down.
But really, tell us about this building.
Well, Daniel, in this building we have what's called a waffle two-way system, floor system. And as you can see, this is a very common type of construction here at BYU. It runs both ways to give longer spans and added strength.
It's making me hungry.
Waffles, yup.
So what type of room is this, Joe?
Well, Daniel, this is one of BYU's mechanical rooms.
Cool.
Earlier, we talked a little bit about live loads and dead loads. This piece of mechanical equipment right here is what's called an air handler. And this is one of what you would call a very serious dead load, in which it's a big mass, weighs a lot, and the floor, the structural systems need to be able to support those kinds of loads.
Now, Joe, we're here in the Harold B. Lee Library, HBLL, as it's commonly known.
That's right.
And I have to tell you, I don't go here very often, and my grades show it. But tell us, what's alive and what's dead here?
Well, Daniel, just a minute ago we talked about what a dead load is. And if you look around, you'll see that we have people walking everywhere. This is an example of a live load, something that is frequently moving and changing in the building. And it also needs to be able to support that kind of movement and that kind of load. And so, really, I don't know if you can really count studying here in the library as living out of this building.
Now, kids, our tour is almost over. But Joe, who's this guy?
Well, Daniel, this is one of Brigham Young University's facility managers, Jacob Cowan.
Well, Joseph, it's a real pleasure to be here with you.
Why, thank you very much.
Well, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Brigham Young University campus. Brigham Young is made of two types of buildings. Real important. Real important. Rigid steel frame and concrete reinforced. Reinforced concrete structures. Now look at that. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful.
Well, kids, it's been real fun having you here with us today. This presentation is brought to you by the letter grade A and the number 100%. We'll see you next time. Hey! So, my name's Daniel.
Oh my goodness.
And, well, we've just been exploring the structural components of this building. So, you going to a big one sometime?
Yeah.
I mean, you too. I mean, we
I
could go all together.
Like a group? Yeah, just like another group. Are you okay?
I'm on top of the world, I'm on top of the world, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to return. I've been waiting to smile.
Well, Daniel, why don't you go ahead and go on?
Go ahead.
I've tried to cut these corners, try to take the easy
How was Chick-fil-A?
Great, Daniel.
short of something.
Totally lost it.
We'll see you
Could've
next
gave
time.
up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world.